Hello guys, how are you? Welcome back to my place, GTS Guitar Tuition Services headquarters. I want to do the second in a series of videos for the total beginner. In our first video, we went over basic, very basic left-hand chord shapes and a very basic approach to strumming as well. We started off, in fact, just doing our nice even downstrokes on every chord, and the chords that we gave you, just for a quick sort of rehash of the first video, were initially just one finger chords, okay? For G, D and C, and a two finger version of the E minor chord. And that's because I just want you guys to be strumming away as quickly as possible, so we make the left hand or the chord playing task as simple as possible. So we started off with one finger G and one finger C and one finger D and a two finger E minor, and we started playing around with Paul Kelly's To Her Door, where we did our G chord and our D chord, just like that, C chord and G chord, and of course we started singing, didn't we? They got married early. Okay, so just downstrokes, and then we brought some upstrokes in, so it went down, down, up, down, up. We started doing that. Sorry, down, 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 up, down, up. I just revealed the content of the second video, which is a new down, down, up, down, up rhythm, but we'll get to that in a second. So in that first video, again, going back to what we did, really simple, down, 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 up, was what we ended up doing in that first video. And we showed you a more elaborate left-hand chord shapes as well. We got to do the G with two fingers, and we started using this ring finger here as a pivot between the G and the D and the C. So we had now two finger versions of G, two finger version of D, two finger version of C. Okay, G5, like a D5 and a C sus2. And then in that first video, we also eventually showed you the full chord shapes, and by that, what I mean by that is that these are the chord shapes that most professionals, or even anybody really who's been playing the guitar for a while, will recognize. Four fingers for G. Okay. There's also a three finger version. We'll get as these videos go through. We'll show you all these versions. By the way, on the website, there's all the chord shapes. There's 80 chord shapes, I think. You can look up on some of those documents, all collected on the one document. Okay, so. By the end of that first video, we had a four finger G chord, the D chord there with our three fingers, and the C chord with our three fingers. And we were strumming down, 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 up, down, up. We did part A and part B of To Her Door. What I want to do today, the first idea I want to show you is to change one of those strums into the picking of an individual string. So we're going to start on this journey that we can call hybrid strumming. So now what we do is, instead of doing down, 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 up, like we did in the first video, we're going to replace that first downstroke with a single pick of that bottom string. So that becomes our new thing. Okay, this is a slightly more technical demand, I suppose. You've got to start digging in there with your pick and getting that individual string. And then when we went to our D chord, and this doesn't matter, three finger D chord, two finger, one finger, doesn't really matter. When you went to the D chord, so you play the D string as the first stroke of that bar. Okay, we go to our C chord, and we play the A string as the first stroke of that particular bar. And then back to the G to make up our part A of Paul Kelly's To Her Door. So watch that. See? That's it. You can do this too, guys. It's a lovely way to play. I love it. Okay, so to sum up, we have changed down, 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 up into, what would you call it? Pluck, down, down, up, down, up. Trying to get that to flow, that's going to be your task now, guys, in technique lesson number 2. In part B, you do the same thing. You'd approach that E minor and play the bottom string, and play that bottom string to replace the first stroke. You get the picture by now, I hope. And then D, C, D, C, and D. Okay, so now we have our To Her Door with a little bit of hybrid strumming. I love playing like this. Where does this all lead if you keep practicing your guitar? Well, that sort of thing there, that's real hybrid strumming. That's strumming and picking individual strings at the same time. That fancy stuff at the end was just me having fun. Okay. So just concentrate on what we did. Here's to recap, part A. I'm sure you got the picture by now. And part B. You can play the whole song according to the chord map on the website. Excellent. Now, the other thing I wanted to do today was show you a second stroke pattern. So in the first one, our stroke pattern was down, 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 up, down, up. Now we're doing a down, down, up. Right? Okay, watch this. So, going to do another up. So 2 downs and 2 ups. And then another down and another up. Look at the whole thing. It's just a different strumming pattern, guys. It's just something for you to get used to. I'm going to give you Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison as an application for this rhythm. Okay, so it's like this. If I can remember the words. Hey, where did you go? The days where the rain came. You get the picture, that famous song by Van Morrison. Okay. You know the one starts like this. That one there. So we just did part A there. And we did a bar of G, then a bar of C, then a bar of G, then a bar of D. And our rhythm now is down, down, up, up, down, up. So that's part A of Brown Eyed Girl. That's on the website as well. You can go to that document, the chord map for the structure. Just apply this rhythm in every bar. Part A is 1 bar of G, 1 bar of C, another bar of G, another bar of D. All the time. Down, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down. Okay, so the other part of Brown Eyed Girl goes C, D, G, and E minor. C, D, G, and D. So there you go. Now if you want to use that technique that we discussed before for two a door, we're just doing a pick of one string and then the rest of the rhythm. You can apply that to Brown Eyed Girl as well. Down in the hollow, chasing a new game. Okay. All right. So pick. So pick, and then strum. Pick, down, up, down, up, pick, down, up, down, up, pick, down, up, down, up, pick, down, up, down, up. I do love that song. So there you go. There's the first two videos for the absolute beginner. We've learned a bunch of stuff. We've learned how to do the chords the most basic way. One finger, one finger, one finger, then two fingers. And then the full adaptation, the full chord shape is what we've done. Starting with just one downstroke per bar, one downstroke per beat, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've learnt our strumming pattern number 1, which we applied to Paul Kelly, till her door. Our stroke pattern number 2, which we applied to Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. And then we explored the picking and the strumming, in other words, the hybrid strumming. Okay, so go to the website, look for both those chord maps if you want, and the other 250 that are on there. Have some fun, guys. This is the first baby steps of you playing the guitar, so get stuck into it and get that arm smooth. I'll be back soon with some more technique videos just to push you that little bit further. Thanks very much.